Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And this is your double dose of Hollywood drama. We're going to talk about the star of the upcoming Wicked movie adaptation being very upset that there were fan edits to the poster to make it look more like the very, very famous Broadway poster, and she feels like she's been erased.
Yeah, no, she feels like she's been degraded. Now,
Degraded.
They're going to use this variety. They're leading into this one version that had a thing written on it about the memes. But most of the memes, it wasn't even a meme. It was basically what's going on was when they first released the poster. I was on social media and I saw people saying, "Why did they make it look like that? Why didn't they make it more like the Broadway musical poster? I wish they had gone more with that because that's a better poster, and I wish they had focused on that more instead of just how it looked in the camera and all other stuff." A lot of people were saying it. So somebody made a fan version of the poster that looks like the Broadway poster, and then she has a meltdown. Now, yes, there's some other ones that are kind of degrading, but the flip side is what she got initially triggered by was the poster.
Yeah, if you go to the pop base here on X, yeah, that's the Broadway version, which is very, very famous. I mean, I'm not even a big fan of musicals, and I know that poster. It's like Hamilton. It's like, I've seen that poster. The show's been around for what, like 15, 20 years now, and everybody knows this. And yeah, there was a fan edit, and she just wasn't having it. She wasn't having it. So
So
we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Yeah, woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
And I have to apologize for my voice. I'm sick today. I'm trying to muddle through this, but if my voice is off, it's because my nose is plugged. Geeky's going to lead this video. She looked into this more. I'd heard about it. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Microaggressions.
yeah, so she's all mad because of this poster. So we'll go out to the article I did on it. So this is the edit right here. This was the edit to make it look more like the Broadway poster.
Right, which I think it actually looked pretty good.
Because people were asking for it, because they said that why isn't it like the Broadway poster? Why is it like this? All right. So the Cynthia Erivo is mad. She plays, I don't know how to say it, Alphaba.
The Wicked Witch.
I just
She
call her the
plays
Witch of the West.
the
I never
Witch of
really
the
watched
West.
Wicked. My sister did. I wasn't really big. But anyway, she's mad. Okay. So this is what she had a fit about. Now, this was a fan who did this to try to make it look like the poster. It wasn't like, anyway, it doesn't seem to be at least bit trying to be malicious. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Here's what she said. The original poster is an illustration, in all caps. I'm sorry, illustration. I'm a real life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our eyes, even though they communicate quite fine with the poster.
Yeah.
You know, just saying. Our poster is an homage, not an imitation. No, it's flat out the same poster, but you know, whatever. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
And that is just deeply hurtful. This is the wildest, most offensive thing I have seen. Wow. That's the most offensive thing you've seen? Equal to that awful AI of us fighting. Oh yeah, there's a video where they like look like they're talking. They did those AI things to do with the memes where they move, and it's only for a few seconds. It's not worth the upset.
I'd probably think it's funny unless it was like porn or something. I'd be like, oh, this is kind of funny. We're slapping each other around. That's funny.
It's equal to people posing the question: is your pussy green? Or is your piss green? I don't know.
No, it's the other one.
Because there's only they didn't spell.
No.
None of this is funny.
Word.
None of this is cute. It degrades me. It degrades us. And I'm like, because they made it look like the fan. It made it look like the movie, and they made her smile like the poster from the musical. That's what this woman had a meltdown about.
I thought it looked good.
Well, I know here this one has the version someone wrote on there. Like her asking that or whatever. And then this is a different version where they put her hat down over her eyes, but they left her at least somewhat visible.
Yeah, but that makes, except for what's on Ariana Grande's face, but like
that was a nice compromise.
That actually, I'm going to tell you the truth. If I were the marketing guy behind this movie and I wanted to make a connection between this movie and the Broadway play, everybody knows that poster, right? Like I said, I'm not even a Broadway guy, and I know that poster. I'd be like, make it look like Broadway.
And this is fine. They could have just gone with this. Why did they just go with this? Why did they even put this poster out? Of course people are going to question it.
She scowls in every picture she's in, though. Like,
Even one of the ones that when she's like, in reality, I mean,
Yeah.
she's just like, they're just getting so, she's getting so upset and so ridiculously overreacting to it. And then people on Twitter were like, oh, here's Lorena. She's like, you don't get to control what people do. Those who are not pleased about your eyes not being covered, including myself, are entitled to have an opinion. She's allowed to be offended, but I'm allowed to think she's ridiculous for being offended. Ma'am, no one is disrespecting you. The photo was edited to look like the original. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, girl. I don't think they meant any harm by it. They were just trying to make it look like the original poster. I think people, took that and then did things like, they added the...
Yeah, they added that. But she was upset
that
before.
later.
That's kind of like, oh my God, they wrote that about me. Oh my God, I'm in a major... hundreds of millions of dollars spent on this movie, right? I mean, a major
hundreds, but yeah.
It looks expensive. I think they're doing 2 movies. I think it's actually 2 movies, but like they spent a ton of money on this. It's a follow-up to The Wizard of Oz, right? It's based on a massively successful musical, which launched the career of the woman who was Elsa in Frozen.
Yeah.
Is it Dina Menzel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on Broadway, and she was in The Wicked. She played the witch that's green.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think it's going to be that big of a hit. I really don't. And I could be wrong. I'm somebody who likes musicals. Okay. Don't get me wrong here. I just don't think they're putting in toy lines and they're putting merchandise lines and all this stuff out for it. And maybe if the trailers get better, I just don't think it's going to be this blockbuster they think it is, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I just don't see it.
It was okay. So here's the thing. It was supposedly tracking really well, but so was Cats. So take it for.
Well, I'm sure it's going to do better than Cats, but if it doesn't,
I don't know.
That's bad.
She keeps talking. It might not.
People bring that up though. It's like I had to double check. This is real because what?
Yeah.
People like the original better. I mean, the poster. I have the book. It looks just like the cover of the book.
Yeah.
Don't think it was meant to be taken that way. In case I wasn't already I was already disinterested. I wasn't already disinterested in the Wicked movie. Seeing her claim that a gorgeous fan art edit of the poster made her to resemble the iconic musical poster was more offensive than AI and sexual harassment put me off the project entirely. Bit of an overreaction. It's not remotely like the AI. Musical having shaded eyes is meant to show the darkness that the people perceive of her and that she's the villain. The movie poster erases that and just look at me, I'm an actor. It eradicates the subtlety. Yeah, they go down here. One person was like, I forget, there's another person that said, I wasn't already going to see it. I'm not going to go see it now.
Right.
Because her behavior is just petty.
Can you imagine being the person that edited that, thinking you're doing something really cool?
People were asking
being excited about the movie, and then having the star be like, you're disrespecting and erasing me.
And then people were like, yeah, they should have covered her eyes with a hat. Best poster yet. So I just, they said that their grin was the most iconic part. Now she's just staring like dead eyes into the,
Yeah. It's like there's no emotion at all.
You didn't put my face on it. It's not my face. You erased my eyes. And my eyes were conveying everything. No, they weren't.
So how much you want to bet that this photo was touched? She's like going on about AI.
Oh, she got like obviously fake freckles on it. Here, let me see.
Yeah. So, just looking at, as a graphic designer, just looking at the sharpness and the of the image, I'm going to say there definitely was some touching up of this image, and probably Photoshop neural filters applied
right here,
to it.
Like where your wrist is, because there's like a little black, like it looks like right here, like they had put some kind of
There's a mask or something.
Yeah. And clearly.
This is typical when, magazine covers and whatever, they work them, rework them, they sharpen edges, they do what they can do. I can almost guarantee you that there was some, it's almost impossible now to find images that don't have some kind of, color correction or AI filter or something on it. So I guarantee you she's already been AI'd. She was already disrespected before. Here's the thing. The studios have the final sign off on this stuff, right? So, like, if they decided, and this has happened before, where they've had celebrities, film a movie or do a film shoot or something, or do a shoot for a poster, and then they've gone in and edited them. Like poor Keira Knightley, they made her boobs bigger, I think, on the poster for Pirates or one of the movies she was in. And I don't think they have much control over that. I think it's just like whatever the marketing people think's gonna work
Well, I just think her hand bothers me because if you're going to whisper to somebody like that, your fingers are like usually tight together. They're not like spread apart and stuff.
Oh, no, she's got a donut in the palm of her hand.
Oh, she's licking it?
Yeah.
Okay, you just can't see that part. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. I think she's being ridiculous. I don't even know who she is. She's got to at least be quasi-famous because she's the lead in this movie, but like, I don't know who you are, and this play is much more famous than you are. So
I just think that you're that much of a I'm demeaned. Okay, I get it based on this here thing right here.
But she was pissed off before that.
Right. She's
pissed off before the pussy. Okay. And it's just because how dare somebody change her? How dare somebody make memes? Look, this comes with the territory, lady. You're going to be in a Hollywood tentpole movie. Well, I don't know, tentpole, but you're going to be in a big budget movie. This is what you deal with, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not a racist thing. It's not I don't see anybody making racist comments about it. There were people that were making some pretty dicey, shitty comments when the trailer first dropped or whatever. But this isn't even a race thing. This is just somebody wanted to make it look like the poster because they like the original. There's nothing wrong with it.
A lot of people are asking about it. Like I said, as soon as the poster was out, I saw people going on, why did they do that but not cover her eyes like the original? And that's what they kept asking. They said it would have been better if it was more like the original. And then so someone just did a fan art version of it because people were saying they'd like to see it. That's all this was. I mean, I don't think the intent was this stuff. And then her behavior it's a complete overreaction. Like, you can say, yeah, I don't appreciate people making those comments. I don't like. But, it was kind of neat that the fans went and made it look like the poster. Yeah. And they said, you covered my eyes. You unpersoned me. What the fuck?
And again, how many of those fans, because, this came from like a fan forum, right? Like, there's a group of these
I think fans. The picture I saw, the one version I saw, they had of her, it was marked, it was watermarked from somebody. It was like Mexican Wicked fans, Wicked Mexico. I don't know if they're the ones that did the image, but the fans of the show are sharing it.
So how many of those people are going to look at her behavior and be like, yeah, I'm not supporting this now. I'm out. She's the wicked bitch of the West, and I'm not.
Well, she's living up to the character, apparently.
So there you go.
So anyway, there it is.
We're going to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt, on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.